Most people believe that intelligence naturally leads to success. If that were true, the smartest people would always be the most successful. Yet reality tells a different story. History is filled with brilliant individuals who never reached their potential. At the same time, many highly successful people were never considered the smartest in the room. The difference often comes down to one invisible force: self-sabotage. Self-sabotage happens when your actions quietly work against your own goals. It rarely looks dramatic. It often appears as procrastination, perfectionism, overthinking, indecision, or constantly delaying important opportunities. Ironically, highly intelligent people may be more vulnerable to self-sabotage than others. Why? Because intelligence creates the ability to see multiple outcomes. While this is useful for problem-solving, it can become a trap when every decision reveals endless risks, flaws, and possibilities. Instead of taking action, the mind becomes stuck in analysis. Instead of moving forward, it waits for certainty. And certainty almost never arrives. Many smart people convince themselves they are preparing when they are actually avoiding. They read one more book, watch one more video, analyze one more strategy, plan one more revision. But preparation becomes a disguise for fear. The tragedy is that self-sabotage rarely feels like failure. It feels reasonable. It feels responsible. It feels intelligent, which is exactly why it is so dangerous. The smartest prison ever built is often constructed by the mind itself. At the heart of self-sabotage lies something most people never expect: fear. Not fear of failure. Fear of what success might demand. Many intelligent individuals build their identity around being capable, talented, or gifted. As long as they never fully commit, they can always tell themselves they could have succeeded if they really tried. This protects the ego. But once they give everything they have, the outcome becomes real. If they fail, there are no excuses left. This creates a hidden psychological conflict. Part of the mind wants success. Another part wants safety. Success requires exposure, responsibility, criticism, uncertainty, and change. Safety requires staying exactly where you are. When these forces collide, self-sabotage emerges. You suddenly lose motivation. You delay important work. You become distracted by smaller tasks. You find reasons to wait for the perfect moment. Yet beneath all of it, the real issue remains untouched: the fear of discovering whether your potential is truly as great as you hope. Psychologists sometimes refer to this as the fear of success, because success changes expectations. Once you achieve something significant, people expect more. The stakes rise. Responsibility increases. Your comfort zone disappears. For some people, staying stuck feels emotionally safer than growing. And the mind will do almost anything to preserve what feels familiar. The solution to self-sabotage is not becoming smarter. It is becoming more aware. Awareness allows you to recognize when your mind is creating excuses disguised as logic. The next time you find yourself delaying an important goal, ask a simple question: what am I actually afraid of? The answer may surprise you. Perhaps you fear criticism. Perhaps you fear failure. Perhaps you fear success itself. Once the hidden fear becomes visible, it loses much of its power. Another powerful strategy is learning to value action over certainty. Successful people are not necessarily more confident. They simply become comfortable acting before they feel ready. They understand that clarity often arrives after movement, not before it. Progress creates confidence. Action creates momentum. Experience creates wisdom. Waiting creates nothing. The greatest opportunities in life rarely belong to the people who know the most. They belong to the people who move despite uncertainty. Intelligence is a powerful tool. But without action, it becomes an expensive decoration. The smartest person in the room does not always win. The person who consistently acts, learns, adapts, and continues moving forward often does. Because success is not determined by potential. It is determined by what you do with it. And sometimes the biggest obstacle standing between you and success is not the world around you. It is the voice inside your own mind.